Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Happy November 1st. Hey, Mima, how are you?
I am good. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening.
Good
And
evening.
hey, where's our Chelsea? Where's our Chelsea?
Chelsea.
I'm here.
Hey.
Look at the little cute pumpkin face. I'm the only one that uses the regular mug.
He's got a mug to use, though.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
he?
got a mug to use, right? So I hope everyone enjoyed their Halloween. All the ghosts and goblins have left you all alone. The only goblin we have to deal with is the Niche Lady.
The niche
And
lid.
some outside noise, right, Mima?
That's right. Let's say hi to Dawn and Treasures and Kelly, Joshy Boy, Misty, Gwen, Diamondy, Linda, Susie, Gwen Miller, Joshy Boy again, Sandy Frazier, Lana, Susie Q, Misty, JM, hello. Let's see, Sandy, Christy Williams, Lana, Susie, Be Always, Sandy, and Tanker Hank, Peggy, Stephanie, and Sherman. And I think that's it. I think I got y'all.
Oh, Mima, I'm going to start with my little send off. This little thing I'm told I need to read this legal nonsense. You ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Because
Here
of
we
legal
go.
matters, I must state the following. This video contains sensitive content. Viewer discretion is advised. The content reflects the personal views of these three creators. And I lost my spot again. Oh, this is for entertainment purposes only. These creators are not responsible for your individual emotional responses or actions taken based on this video. All rights to the original materials in this video belong to their respective owners once we're finished.
Once we are
And
finished.
are used under Fair and Use and Commentary and Criticism Act of 1976. You want to learn more? Google it. Google.
Go,
Okay.
go. Go,
Or
go.
YouTube it.
Or YouTube it. Hey, can you tell me what this month is?
The month of November is RSD Awareness Month, something I've been suffering with for, my gosh, since 2010, 2011. So we're going to have a little podcast about that. We have a few people that actually currently have the disease, like myself. We're going to explain what we go through on the daily. And we also have asked my pain management doctor to come and give you a how-do as how he treats people like myself once they are diagnosed with this condition, because it is life-altering. So more to come on that one, Mima.
More to come, but just so you all know, it's the month to follow. So,
And it's wear orange, color the world orange. That is the RSD slogan. So if
this
you do see anything on Facebook or YouTube, please hit the like button or whatever, because it pushes it out. Because the disease I've been suffering with, I feel I've been an advocate since day one, because there's many people that have no idea what it even is, which is sad, but is what it is. So it's explaining it to one person at a time, and I'm going to try to do my part and spread awareness here on me channel,
on Z channel,
on we channel,
on
because
We channel.
I share any of this success with Mima and Chelsea. We are a team. Oh, and Visions of the West Coast is also part of our team in back of house. She hasn't come on panel yet, but the four of us collaborate all week long, almost every day, on stuff to discuss and bring to light and expose this evil woman.
So, we are going to talk a little bit about money for a second, and you're going to tell them what you're going to do.
Okay, we closed out the month of October. Next Saturday, I will go out the particulars on what we spent and how much is donated to Ava's Avengers, how much is going to Sunny. Is it Sunny of Las Vegas or Sunny Las Vegas?
Sunny Las Vegas.
Sunny Las Vegas. I was sent 160. Was it 160? I forgot what I said. I have it written down.
Yeah, something like that.
I was sent 160 to my Cash App and those ways to donate, but also we have to go over all the super chats that were sent, because all the super chats from last podcast are all going to Sunny. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So next Saturday we'll give you the whole breakdown of all the particulars, because we are very transparent here. We're not just going to go make a little document from Galissa and say, here, look what I made. Don't look though, but just see one. You see the 0? Yeah, that's all I'm going to show. We'll show you everything from A to Z.
So, also, it does take time for the money from the super chats to get deposited. So that's why that money won't get sent until he gets the money in pocket. So,
and I will show the screenshot or the email thing I got from YouTube saying that this check for this period will not be dispersed to me until November 22nd to 25th. I have no idea why it takes so long. If some other YouTuber could help explain this to me, I'd be ever so grateful.
But it's just keeping it separate from like a personal account where he would pay the difference in that. It just keeps it all on the up and up. So that's why we do it.
We don't want to, cross mingle or commingle funds, because we do have some funds in the checking account. So we're going to disclose that. And we're going to disclose what we're waiting from YouTube. And then we'll break down the YouTube money. We'll break down the money that's in the checking account. I mean, I obviously fund this, including I employ Chelsea. It'll all be in black and white. So, and that's why I've been asking if you could, maybe take a membership out or something. Mima and I are going to be doing maybe like half-hour pop-ups for members only, and we have some ideas of the things we want to get doing. And I know we were supposed to do them this week, but our schedule didn't allow it. But I assure you, next week, members, we will schedule a little meeting with you, a little meet and greet. Meet Mima and JDA.
Crazy Lamp Lady says YouTube payday is the 21st and you have to meet the threshold, which I think you met.
I did. Thank you, Crazy Lamp Lady. I appreciate you and the call out on your channel. I appreciate that immensely. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting us. You are a fantastic person. And I got the coffee and it was delicious.
Did you get it already? Wow.
Yeah, I got it today. And I was like, damn, break that open. I smell those bananas and chocolate.
You wanted to cover a little bit about Dawn.
I did. I'm going to make this really short and sweet. I'm actually very hurt by what was said on Dawn of Hudson Vintage's channel. I've been very supportive of her during this entire process. She has asked me, not to say her name, and I was doing everything she asked. So I'm going to give you dates, particular dates here. She sent me a text on October 15th. I don't feel it's necessary for me to show the text.
No, you don't have to.
I don't have to. No. I can't even read it because it's right here. But she sent me a text on October 15th saying that I caused her stress and she almost had a stroke, and basically asking me to, stay away. So what I did, because I felt it was necessary, let me block her number so I don't inadvertently pocket dial her or text her, because I know other people with the name Dawn, and anyone. You could ask Chelsea, you could ask me, you could ask anyone. I pocket dial all the time. So I didn't want to cause stress. So I felt, I'll back off that way. And then it was around October 18th, when we had our friend, the Crazy Lamp Lady. She came on, I think, at the end of the show. Dawn was all over chat. For someone who I caused her so much stress, she was all over the chat, texting, messaging, and I'm still trying to pull those out because I need to save all this stuff, because on her show the other day, earlier this week, she has asked her viewers to unsubscribe from me, to not buy from me, and not such nice things about me, and they're all not true. Everything she said is not true. And I could debunk everything she said about me. The last thing is, she said she sent me a cease and desist letter. Never got one. So that's all I want to say about her. I wish her well. I really do. Because after all that, I did do a YouTube short about her, and it's been sincere, just like I am now. I feel bad that she's sick. I tried to do all in my power to make sure I didn't create any stress, and she's creating stress for me. And then she did. I think I lost 5 subscribers when she did that, but thanks to the Crazy Lamp Lady, we got a whole slew of them now. And I thank you, Crazy Lamp Lady, so much for sharing your viewers with us here. I appreciate you.
You always says, I missed your video. When and what was it? I missed it too. I look for it today.
It appeared, she has appeared to has hidden it, and when you hide something, it makes you even look more guilty. So Dawn, people want to see it, so I would suggest don't, or like make it public, because I do have a copy of it, and if I have to share it, I will, because you did speak about me, and I know you're in here.
Well,
And
the other thing,
I have,
like I
after
said,
what she did, after, let me finish, Mima. After what she did and that disrespect, I did ultimately block her,
right.
because I just don't even want to deal with it. I'm not going to be accused of something that I did not do when I was bending over backwards for her since the inception of my channel. And this, talking about the niche lady, I started it by myself before, Mima came in, and I was nothing but supportive of Dawn, defended Dawn, and she shit on me. So
Well,
just like the niche lady.
let's just move on against
Yeah,
away
like that.
from
Enough. She's clogged up enough of my head for the week.
right.
Next.
Next, it's important to point people in the right direction and let them make their own conclusions. Exactly. Wow, that is awful, Dave. I'm so sorry you were betrayed like that. Yeah, I think when people are going through stuff, they act out of character or in character, and you see characters. So just try not to let it get to you.
Yep,
That's
it
all.
is what it is. I've let it go. We have too many other fish to fry for me to worry about her.
And people keep talking in the chat about Jordan. Yes, we are going to talk about it a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not a lot,
Not
not
a
a lot,
lot.
because she's
Not a
another
lot.
one. She's full of hot air.
Yeah, I listened to the video. It was a lot of noise to me, and even though I play stuff at 2 times the speed, it shows a lot when you do that sometimes. But um, I have a couple of things I want to say about it. Um, One, I don't think that anyone on YouTube, unless they have a PhD or a doctorate, is a doctor, and they shouldn't comment on um, stuff that doesn't need to be commented on, because when you are in a public view, people tend to think that everything you say is the Bible and it's the truth, and it's not. So, yeah, you have to be careful. And especially, you have to be careful with talking about mental health and diagnosing people and things like that. That should be left up to doctors also. And because you may have an associate's degree in psychology does not mean you have a PhD
Mima,
in
can you stop
psychology.
1 second, please? Mima?
Sure.
Kelly Joe, I see your comment saying, I'm going to read it. Hi, JDA. When you said that you will go after Dawn if Nish doesn't do the right thing, that really bothers me. I'm just being honest. Well, Kelly Joe, since Dawn and um, the niche lady proclaimed to be the owners of NSN, unfortunately, my attorney has said I would have to go after Dawn and the niche lady, both of them. I can't just go after one. I'm requesting that all my content and videos of me and my name be removed off that channel. They're making money on me. That company was not even a company, it was fraudulently done, and I do not want to be part of it. I've asked nicely, and this is where I stand. So I apologize if you don't like that I made you uncomfortable that I have to legally go after Dawn. It's after Dawn and the niche lady. I'm going to ask one more time for them to please take the videos down of me off YouTube, off that channel. Stop trying to make money off me. You have no right to have that about me on there and to keep making money off of it. So that's what I'm asking. So I apologize that you think it's wrong of me to do that, but I don't want my name associated with the Niche Shopping Network any longer. And unfortunately, Dawn's name is all over the information I was given by both of them in the beginning, that her and Danny are the owners. They introduced themselves as the owners of the Niche Shopping Network. The contract states Dawn and Danny. They never, I don't have a complete executed contract. I signed the contract. They never signed it and sent it back to me. So there's a whole slew of fraud
And
that is attached to it.
sometimes in legal matters, it's business, not personalities or relationships, and things like that happen. So it has nothing to do whether he's a friend and not a friend or whatever. When something like this happens, it just it's busy.
Mima, let me finish. Or I said that Dawn washed her hands of it. Just because you wash your hands of it doesn't mean you are not held legally liable.
At the
She's
time.
still legally liable.
Right.
It was like defrauding me, is what it was. They defrauded multiple people, but I'm the only one that has requested to please remove my name and my content. It's not hard. Delete the videos. It's not hard.
Right. So can I go on about
Yes,
Jordan?
I'm sorry. I'm just
No,
going
that's
to
okay.
defend myself on this one because Dawn is wrong, and what she did to me was wrong, and it was very hurtful by what she did.
Okay. I totally
And now
understand.
she's hiding it.
Right. And that's chicken shit.
Yep.
But anyway, so my point was, it's very dangerous when you're talking on a platform like you know everything about something, especially when it comes to mental health. And I've heard discussed by her and her mother that they don't see doctors. Jordan maybe, but her mother does not. And I've heard about diagnoses, and that just can't be true if you don't see a doctor. And self-diagnosing your issue does not help you justify your behavior. And I've seen a lot of that too. So that's the kind of stuff that really sends up red flags for me from what I heard. Also, the mob behavior that her mother allows to exhibit on her page in the comment section needs to be addressed. If she's worried about what people are saying on her channel, the stuff that is allowed on her mother's channel with the mom mentality needs to be done. Also, if you have someone in your family that has such issues, why not help them out? Get them some help. Put them somewhere on a 72-hour hold. They continue to hurt people. People are hurt by their behavior. You know that. You see that. And that's what the problem is. So that's all I'm going to say about her. I don't want to talk about her anymore. Do you?
Oh, do I want to talk about her? No. But I just saw Kelly Jo asked if Dawn could get Danny to delete these videos, this would all go away. There's other stuff I'm going after Danny against, or going after her for. But that one thing, I mean, that could alleviate how much for her and Dawn. But I think she's being spiteful, Danny, saying, "Oh, this is the only way I could still get back at Dawn." Danny, grow up. Stop acting like a 2-year-old.
But the other thing also, Kelly Jo, is that this is an issue between JDA, Dave, and Dawn, not you advocating for her. I understand how you feel, but let's let them discuss it, because when other people start advocating for other people like that, it starts to tend to become a mob thing, and I don't like that. So if she wants to talk to him about something, they can talk between themselves. I understand you didn't like it, and you said that, and he clarified. So let's move on. There. So, what else do you want to talk about tonight, Miss
Well,
Joe?
oh my gosh, I'm trying to like do the count to 3 to calm down, because that just like it's not anything that just because someone said something, it's not that. It's just like thinking about what and how she spoke about me. It was just so bizarre. And now to hide it, but I already got a copy of it. So she wants to play hardball, I can play hardball right back.
I don't want you to be triggered by it. That's why I want you to put her to bed tonight.
Yep, that's why I am. But so that's why I kind of forgot what we had on our list. I have to keep looking at our list.
Well, we are going
I still think, I know we talked about that. All right.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something I wanted to talk about before we go on to the next topic.
All right, what was it, Mima?
And it was something about last week. And when we were showing Yvonne Thrifty Rich's texts back and forth, I think something got lost, and she messaged me and asked that I kind of clarify it for her. But one of the things that really upset her in dealing with Danny was the way that she outed her own daughter's sexual assault to her viewers for views. And that's what really got to Yvonne Thrifty Rich, was how can a mother out her own daughter's sexual assault, which belongs to her, no one else. When someone is sexually assaulted, that action that happened to them belongs to them. And no one else has a right to tell their story. And even though her daughter said it was okay, her daughter was 16 at the time, and she wasn't mentally capable of making that decision for herself. And as a parent, you make those decisions for your children, and you don't out and tell a child's story that has been sexually assaulted to 100,000 people for views. And I am totally with Yvonne on that, and I agree with that. And if anyone else wants to discuss this now, you can.
I mean, I just want to throw my 2 cents in. I mean, not just did Danny post that all over her videos, but talking about it privately, it was like, it was I'm like, how can all of your kids have been molested? Where were you? What type of parent were you?
By the same person, allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, this is insane. It was absolutely insane. It was disgusting. It made me, it saddened me, but it just shows that she's a piece of shit. I'm sorry for cursing, but she's just straight up a piece of shit. She doesn't deserve to have children. And there's so many people in our world that can't have children. And they gave her how many? And she, gross. I feel, I'm not going to say anything.
And she talked about it like it was nonchalant and not horrific. And this was done by a family member. And if you know your family member has allegedly assaulted other children in your family, what do? You protect that family member. You don't let that family member have any contact with them at all.
I mean, I would take a bullet for my child. Danny would not. She would take the views and the money. It's sick. She's sick. But forget everything she's done as a parent. She's deplorable.
It's just my blood pressure right now, just talking about it, is so.
Okay, let's see if my cheeks are red. I'll turn the camera on.
It's
How do I turn my camera on, Chelsea? Oh, they're red. Blood pressure's up.
Yeah, it's just.
Danny, you are one sick, twisted individual. You are demented.
I mean, it just made me so mad when she did it, and it still triggers me now and makes me furious about it.
Oh, Mima, we have someone in chat. BW said to read her comment.
It's right here. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Welcome in, Vad is Rad, and I hope this pisses you off as much as it pisses us off.
Oh, read her comment. Yeah. You see it, Mima?
Yeah, read it, Mima.
Which one is it? This is taking a turn. Is that it?
No, so Vad is Rad is saying, hey guys, so this is taking a turn. Someone is now sending pics of my kids. That is a big, I'm quoting, fucking mistake. I will stop at nothing now.
Wow.
So see, this is how you make no fucking mistake. She says, I will stop at nothing. This is how deep this woman goes to hurt people.
This is the niche lady, Vad. This is what she does. This is what she does. Just like those screenshots that were made of me about calling the gay and lesbian community awkward. You could bring Vad in if she wants to come in.
Vad,
ask her if she wants to come. She can come.
Yeah, I sent you the link, Vad. Crazy Lamp Lady, if you want to come in, you can come in too.
You're both more than welcome.
I can drop it in the chat for them.
All right. And we know what they look like.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys about that, but yeah, I just remembered, and I wanted to discuss it before I went on. So, and Yvonne just said thank you.
Allegedly. Yes, Mima. I guess BW. We have to use the word allegedly because Danny's like already thrown, I'm going to sue everybody.
Right. Yvonne just said she's listening, and thank you for clarifying that, because that really got
And tell Yvonne I say thank you for the information she supplied to us. It was greatly appreciated, just to keep exposing this woman.
Right.
For the evil woman that she is. And she's not going to stop. So that's why I vowed. I told her, I'm not stopping.
Why don't you did you put the link in the chat, Chills?
I'm going to drop it right now. I just wanted to see them comment again, but I will
Okay.
drop it.
I know you should be sleeping, but sometimes it's, good to stay awake and, and
Drink
the
some of
whole
that
thing,
coffee you sold me. It's
the
delicious.
whole thing about Jordan saying that why you keep talking and whatever, it's because we want it to stop. I don't care if it happened 16 years ago. We want it to stop, right? Stop, stop, stop. And this is for the two we invited in. If somebody else tries to come in, Chelsea will slash you like the Grim Reaper. So, anyway.
Oh, she will. Look at her front lawn. It was all set up for Halloween. It was freaking spooky.
It was a crazy Halloween. Let's see. While we're waiting, let's read some things in the chat. Let me go back. A few things. Leslie said that ticked me off as well. That was so wrong. I agree with you, Mima, 1,000%. Using her daughter's trauma for her own gain. Prior to talking about it on video, she told me in DM, and I remember thinking, why are you telling me this? You don't know me. We talk occasionally. In Niche's videos, she has stated she was a sexual abused as a child herself by her stepfather and grandfather. It was allegedly her brother, says Susie Q. Let's see. That is rad. Oh my God, I want to cuss on your behalf, says Alfin. Let's see. Vad, are you coming in? Are you coming? Vad is rad. Let us know how we can help. Agree 100%. I'm so sorry, Vad. That is inexcusable. Vad, point me in the right direction if anything you need. Let's just say Danny has a younger brother who is in prison that she never talks about related to the subject, says Elfin. I don't know why, Misty, you're not seeing Vad's comments. Will a panel member please watch the chat? Well, I'm trying. It's hard. I'll do my best.
Well, who's asking? What am I
BW.
missing?
BW.
Oh,
BW.
all right, BW. I'll watch.
Vad's kids are off limits. No way. Hi, everyone, says Kim. I am so sorry, Vad. So much stress to have that going on. There is reason Niche's youngest daughter wants nothing to do with her videos. She refuses to be on camera. Let's see.
I agree with what JM said. Jordan is a big of a liar. Whoop, as her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Niche lady needs to see if her local Goodwill can sell her a conscience. What a deeply disturbed person.
Getting to bed. So, Crazy Lamp Lady, thank you so much for all you do, though, for us. I so appreciate that.
Is Vad coming in?
I tagged her again. She hasn't responded yet. So she also has her children. So she might be doing mom duties right now. So we can move on to the story that we have ready to go. And then when Vad's able.
Yeah, when she's ready.
Yep. Yeah.
Because that is just uncalled for. But Mima, you want to move on to the next one? And we could just wait. And Crazy Lamp Lady, thank you for everything. You've just been so supportive. And I can't thank you enough, honestly.
Okay. Let's see. Trigger warning from Joshi. Enough of Jordan. She doesn't deserve the attention in this community. Let me see. Oh, yes, I see it. And
then Sandy sees in chat, she just had back surgery. If everyone could just say, keep praying for her that she heals well and she keeps recovering. She was able to walk with the walker and go outside today. She's,
I'm going to send you something that was just sent to me about the issue we were just talking about. So
my head feels like it's going to pop.
I know, it's crazy.
I had no idea when she just said that it was her. I missed it. It was her kids. Because I remember when it was my kids.
Right. And it's awful. It's absolutely awful to start threatening children. And when that stuff starts, believe me, it's going to end. We will make sure it's
Oh
gonna
yeah, that's what I told that niche lady. You crossed the wrong. I will never physically harm or threaten physically harm, but I will expose everything you've ever told me. And I have plenty. Remember me, Ma, I'm picking up my other phone on Monday. There's more stuff in there.
There is absolutely more
Yep.
stuff in. Okay. So I just sent you that. We'll pop it up later. So, let's see. Hi, Sandy. I hope your recovery is easy. Hope you feel better, Sandy. Seriously, I hope you're doing okay. Let's see where we are. Chelsea, you ready for our next topic while we're waiting on things?
You betcha.
Okay, let's play the video. How's that?
Okie dokie.
Let's go to the videotape. Who was that guy? Let's go to the videotape. Some
Let's
sportscaster.
And everyone, I want you to know you're going to
Hello.
again. Sorry. Here we go.
What are you doing? Hi. Are you shopping too?
It's coming up.
You probably
We
find
can't
all
hear
kinds
it,
of
but
good
you
stuff
can.
around here, don't you?
This is so
Yeah.
sick. I made a
Hello,
YouTube short
love.
on it today.
You're a little skinny though. You need some
The
groceries.
pussy
Poor little guy.
cat.
Cat.
Breaking stuff. Oh, this kitty is making me so sad. He's so skinny. I want to go find him some cat food. Made in Taiwan is definitely an older piece.
That's enough to say. I mean, oh my word.
The famous swap meet cat.
Is this the one you wanted
famous-
to bring Rebecca in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rebecca's in the chat. So
Rebecca, if you
I'm
wanna
gonna
come
drop
in.
a link for you.
Thanks, Chelsea.
we're going to talk about the pussy cat.
I hope everyone, I mean, when I don't want anyone to offend anyone the way I did that YouTube short about this, but I was just trying to be, you know, little I didn't want to put humor around. I don't even know what I want to say, but I hope I didn't insult anyone. Hope I made you a little chuckle a little, because this is going to be hard to hear
And
if you're an animal lover.
right, if you're an animal lover. Chelsea, why don't you put up the first thing, the first
The Facebook messages.
first Facebook messages. Now, we're talking about this cat because this cat was on a video and Rebecca was there with the niche lady at this sale, and they saw this cat and they talked about the cat, and she did nothing about this cat. And then Rebecca got these texts from her. Okay. Hello there. So I have a question for you. Danny and I, this is what Rebecca sent after she got the message. Danny and I were at the outdoor swap meet last Sunday, and we came across a very friendly but super skinny orange tabby cat and looked very unwell. I was thinking I may be sick, not 100% sure, not sure if it is fixed or male or female, but it was super friendly and literally begging for attention. Okay. Let's see. I'm having a hard time reading.
You want me to
that.
read it? Danny
Yeah.
and I can't get this kitty out of our head and was wondering what we could do to help, or if either of you could help this kitty. Christy then said, "Who has the cat now?"
This
Back
isn't the
to-
Christy, just saying. This is a different Christy.
Yeah, I was
guys.
going to say, which Christy is this?
She runs a
Like a cat rescue?
rescue.
Then I guess Rebecca came back and said, "No one as of yet. He is a stray at the swap meet." And then I would need the next
I
slide.
was thinking Danny and I can fundraise for this.
Oh.
So this slide came before the one, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. No one as of yet. He is
I'm
a
thinking
stray
Danny
at
and
the
I
club.
can fundraise for the cat, as it has become super famous in her last video. Her followers were very concerned. I think the money will be covered. Then Christy then said, "We have to make sure he's owned somehow. He's unowned somehow. Rebecca then said, okay, so if we ask the booth renters, this swap meet rents by the weekend, so the vendors change frequently. But if no one claims him, what would be the next step? Christy then said, I need to check for space at the clinic. We've been overwhelmed.
Okay, next.
I got to see where I'm. Okay.
Okay.
We've been overwhelmed, or we need to pick up a foster so we can take him in. Rebecca then said, okay. And then a few days later, good morning. Danny is still trying to figure out how to get this sick, starving cat. If she is able to find it, can you take it, Christy? Danny will fundraise for it. Christy then said, please keep me posted. We are stretched very thin on space, but we can try. Yes.
Okay, next one.
Thank God for Rita's. Oh, this is from Danny. Already contacted, too tall. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Then it says message expired. Then there's a video call. Then Danny said, hey, can
So
we
this was
contact her to look
supposed
about the...
this
Oh, is
was-
this at the beginning?
This is the beginning. Yes, this was the
Okay.
beginning. Okay.
I'm getting some really vicious backlash for just leaving it in that condition. You think, Danny? You
So
fool.
the only reason she wanted to do anything about this poor little kitty was because she was getting backlash on her channel for leaving the cat. Okay, now, what did she do about this cat? Rebecca?
She collected money.
Well, she said in her next video, do we have that up, a little bit of it? Oh, there's Rebecca. Rebecca, can I hear you?
Rebecca's
Yeah.
here. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Okay, here comes the next video. I covered up Niche Lady's face because
Okay, yeah. So
Here-
let's show the next video real quick and then Rebecca can tell the story.
Yeah.
Because there's a
Keep it on.
story.
Oh, I also wanted to say, for everyone who was so worried about the orange kitty in my swap meet video, I got a lot of accusations that I just didn't care. How dare I? People were going to stop watching my videos because I didn't do anything about the cat. Rest assured, I have reached out to my nonprofits that I'm partnered with at the store about how do we take care of this kitty. It isn't just like you can't just take somebody's cat. You have to first find out if it's owned by someone. That's our first step that we're working on. Second, then you have to have the ability to take it and put it somewhere. It can't come home with me. Cannot come home with me. I have birds. I have birds and guinea pigs. I cannot bring a cat in the house. And so it needs a place to go. And our nonprofits are super duper swamped with other animals that they have to take care of and such. And therefore, there has to be some funding in place and all of that. So there's a lot that has to happen before you can just take an animal away from a location where it is residing. But rest assured, I am concerned about the kitty cat. He needs medical care. He needs to be taken care of. All of that. I am right there with you. So if that upset you, that you felt like I wasn't doing anything about it, rest assured, I'm absolutely.
oh, where'd JDA go? He stepped away for a minute. So Rebecca,
Hello. Okay, so first I didn't see that video. So that was the first time me hearing, because if I told you guys before, I never really watched their videos. So that's the very first time me hearing her say that. And she could have taken the cat if she wanted to, because the house that she lived in when this was happening, she had a guest area and the office area that me and Carrie worked out of that was completely separate from any birds. So I'm just saying that there was a possibility for her to home that cat until a foster was found. Just saying.
I agree totally 100% because the birds were in the master bedroom. There was the main house, main living area, the office, and the
Correct.
guest house. Yep.
Correct. So that's the story. It's pretty simple. We went to the flea market that you've seen on many videos of hers, and we saw this cat, and of course, I was drawn to it, being that I worked in animal rescue, and she filmed the cat. The very next morning, I got that message that you guys all read. That she was upset you know, that her viewers were kind of like poking at her to, you know, help this cat, and they were upset with her and she was getting backlash. I had talked to her on the phone briefly after that, and you know, she was very distressed about it, saying that she was losing followers because of it, which it was present in what she just said in that video, and that she needed something to happen like now, and she was very adamant. So that's when I reached out, as you guys saw, to Christy, who runs Hearts Alive Village, who was one of our nonprofits that we were partnered with. And, you know, Las Vegas has a huge overpopulation of animals. It is very difficult to get any animal into rescue because they're all burdened. They don't get enough funding. It's just really, it's a very hard situation. So the reason why Christy was willing to help out this cat from Hearts Alive Village was, one, because she doesn't want an animal to suffer, and two, because she had a direct partnership with us. Um, she was going to make it work regardless. But when I talked to Christy on the phone, the issue was this: Danny expected Christy just to run off to this flea market and find this cat, trap it, and then take it. Well, rescues don't work that way. They're overworked as it is. There's not enough volunteers. And it's not just as easy as going and trapping a cat and leaving. There was steps that Danny had to take and show Christy that she took them by going and talking to the flea market owners, talking to the booths that the cat kind of frequently, you know, is walking around. But Danny didn't do any of those. And she didn't want to be bothered. She was just like, why can't they just go pick up this cat? You know, people are continually leaving me bad messages. So I tried to explain it to her, and the conversation kind of ended. And then, I don't know, like a week later, she called me up again and said, well, where are we at with this cat? And I said, well, did you make any effort to go down and find out if the cat belonged to anyone? Because, you know, animals are considered property in most states, and they are considered that in Nevada. So you just can't pick up an animal. Even when you pick up a stray animal, you have to hold them for 3 days before you can do anything to them to make, and you need to post them so that people can see if it's their animal. So anyways, after that whole episode, um, you know, Christy said she would take the cat, but Danny never got the cat in. And I'm trying to think of the event. Then I want to say maybe, then a few days later, Danny contacted me again about the cat and said, hey, what if we tell her we're going to fundraise for the cat? And she kept saying, I'm going to get her a lot of money, a lot more than what it would cost to take care of this cat. You know, she always kind of threw that in. And I was like, it's not really about the money. And it wasn't for Christy. Christy is not about that way. She gets good funding at Hearts Alive Village because she's a very big rescue and she has a lot of support. But it would have been nice if Danny had done the fundraising. So that's when I went back, and you saw the last message to Christy, and, you know, she said, you know, yes, we'll certainly try. And then the last word was yes, meaning yes, we'll take the cat. But unfortunately, Danny didn't follow through with any of it. She didn't go back and pick up the cat. But she then told me that she lied to all her viewers that follow her and told
A
them,
little white lie, right?
what was that?
A little white lie,
Yes,
right?
yes. She said it was a white lie to let them know because she didn't want her viewers to get upset, to leave her channel, or to continue harassing her about the cat. So a little white lie by letting everybody know that the cat was well taken care of and in rescue, um, which was not true. None of that was true. I did not know. I think you were told me, Mima, that she said somewhere in her videos that she actually took money in for the cat or something. I can't remember, but none of that money went to Hearts Alive, because I can surely tell you that if money came in for this cat that was unknown to rescue, I definitely would have been called by Christy, because she didn't have a cat, and she would have called me and said, "Hey, I'm getting this money for a cat that I don't have." She's an upstanding woman in the community, and she would never just take money to take money.
So you know, because you've been in rescue, and I know because I've been in rescue, that you don't say that you're going to take an animal in unless there's a foster for that animal, correct?
Well, okay, not really.
Okay.
In rescue, you can take an animal in, and there's multiple things that you could do. One, you could put it in boarding. Two, you could
Right.
take it to the vet if it needed medical. So that would give you a couple days while they worked on it medically to find a foster. Or three,
Right.
you have your own fosters. So there's many ways that you can bring in an animal, or you can even just say, we'll take the animal, but can you give us a couple days to find a foster? Yeah.
Right.
So there are ways,
So
but
that's why she was kind of leery about taking the cat in, though, right away, because
the room,
she didn't have
yeah.
the room. She didn't have, didn't know how to afford the doctor for the vet, for the
Yeah,
cat. So there's things that they have to get into place before they take an animal in, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think the money or the medical had anything to do with her. I think it was more so the space
Okay.
issue, but she would have made space. She would have found someone, is what she was basically saying, is, yes, we'll take the cat, because she would find something, even if it was herself, she would have done that for the cat.
So basically, what Danny wanted was to say, there's a cat in the video. I want somebody else to go take care of this because it's making me look bad right now, and I'm not going to do anything to get it done. So that's basically what happened: is the cat fell through the strings, and nobody got the cat, but she lied about it.
Yeah, and then she got all the credit. Like, everybody was like, "Oh, yay, I'm so glad you took care of the cat, and, we knew you would take care of the cat." And the cat was
Can
never taken
can
care
we,
of.
Chelsea? Can we see some of those responses on her page and how the niche responded to those?
No problem.
Because I think if these people who responded like this would see this, what they wrote, and see how they were lied to, maybe it would make a difference. You know, I don't know. I don't know what makes a difference anymore right now. I'm trying. I'm trying to get some of these people to see this, but the responses that I found on her in her little spiel about the cat afterwards, she never brought the cat up again, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, so waiting for a few. If you can't get them up, I can read.
They're up, Mima. There's
Oh, they are.
yeah. So do
Oh, okay. Oh, I missed it. Okay,
it's
let's
still
see.
up.
Of course, you are helping the kitty. People are bad sometimes. I never doubted for an instant. Cat will be okay, and that's Beth Stein. And then Karen says, "Oh, how dare anyone accuse you of not taking care of that kitty? That's what I mean. You're so kind." And then Sandy Milton says, "Thank you, Danny, for helping that poor little kitty. And you are very much appreciated too." Rose says, "I knew you would do something with the kitty because, well, that's what you do. XXOOXX." Okay, next. More. There's so many. "That was so nice of you to do. An update on the cat. Thank you for all that you do for all creatures, great and small. People were judgy. Apologize. Thank her. Be kind. It all goes so far. The world is a better place with you in it, Danny. Keep singing. Yeah, that makes me ill. That was from Jinz's. And I feel bad for the skinny orange cat at the flea market. Maybe some kind of person locally will rescue him. He needs help. And she's liking all of these. So she knows what they said and she knows where the cat is, but she's never making the truth come to light. She's creating her little facade of who she is. I live in Maryland and we have had one single snowflake. Oh, did she say something about the kitty? Oh, I am not at all surprised that you are helping the kitten. You have such a big heart. Thank you. Okay, next one. Regarding the orange kitty, Danny, I'm so glad you brought up this subject. I didn't write in and mention the kitty when you pointed it out at the flea market. I was so sad to see the poor thing look so lost and underfed. It just broke my heart. You are truly amazing to check into it. Poor kitty. She needs a loving and safe home. Please, please keep us updated. God bless you. That was Karen, sorry. Becky says, we all know what happens when folks assume what is happening beyond what they know. Thanks for the kitty clarification. Okay. Curious Cat says, I stay to the end and usually do most of the time. I'm a huge animal lover and really enjoyed seeing all your amazing critters. Thanks for trying to help the sweet orange kitty. Epic says, thank you so much for caring for the kitty. I love you and for being you. Love, love, happy me. Karen says, hi, Danny. I know that you not only rescued a new turtle, but you're working to get the orange kitty at the swap meet rescue. Oh my God. Thank you. I knew you would be contacting the right people about the pussycat. I was actually going to source cat rescues in Vegas and PM you about the address for the flea market and ask you the name of the booth. I wanted to put my own money where my mouth is because I know you are busy. And it was the best I should think of being so far away in Toronto. God love you, your precious soul. I am so sorry that people were nasty to you. Ugh. Though I was and can't imagine that people don't. The rest of that, I don't know. Danny, I commend you and all you and your compassion for animals. I enjoyed your pet caring video so much. I love animals also. Yes, the pretty orange kitty is so friendly. It was reaching out to you in the kitty's own way, sharing its needed help. Thank you for responding to the situation. Danny, your heart is full of love and caring. Thank you. This is what I don't understand. How can you read these comments that people are telling you, thank you for something you never did and not feel 1 ounce of guilt? I don't understand.
I'm just going to put these others up just briefly to show that there's more. Oh my goodness.
Working there could be owned by one of them for all we know. I guess because, oh wait, I'm so relieved that you mentioned the orange tabby, the swap meet. I had a sinking feeling in my stomach and my heart was hurting as I watched the kitty. I mean, it's just, all of you people are being blindfolded, because the person you see, like Crazy Lamp Lady said on her video yesterday, is not the person that's there. They're not real. You see 10 minutes or 20 minutes of their life, and she is not real. She lied to you about this cat.
Yes. Yes.
Lied.
Blatantly
Straight
lied.
up lied.
Yes.
Straight up lied.
Yes.
And did she care about this cat one iota? I don't think so.
I mean, like, I think when she saw the cat, yes. I mean, you know, she saw a cat that was very skinny and sick. Anyone I think that loves animals, and you know, it's been known that she does love animals. Anyone that loves animals has compassion for a sick animal, but the difference is actually doing what you say. And you know, she was too busy to take care of this situation and just thought that, you know, using her popularity by, you know, saying, well, we'll fundraise for the cat, would solve all her problems. And then she would, you know, claim victory like, you know, she did in the video. And everyone cheers like Danny saved a cat. Well, the cat wasn't saved. And there was probably at least 30 or 40 more just like that cat that's in that flea market area. It just so happened that when we were there that day, the orange one was hanging around probably because it got friendly with one of the you know, people selling there. So one thing too I wanted to talk about, I don't know if now's the time, but there's a couple things that I'd like to say about Jordan.
Okay.
So whenever you guys want me to do that, let me know.
No, you can talk about her now. I do want you also to talk about our next nonprofit that we're going to be fundraising for, because you know most about the nonprofits, and you told me you really wanted to tell about this next one too because it's close to your heart.
Oh, yes. Well, first of all, thanks to everyone who donated to Ava's Avengers. I mean, they are really a worthy cause and they're amazing. Love Ava's Avengers. They do really, really good work. And they have a lot of people, um, I mean, a lot of support in Las Vegas. They do a lot of like runs and stuff. So, and that's how they raise most of their money. But the money that you guys raised recently for them is going to be very unexpected and they're going to be thrilled. I believe when I talked to him, he was like telling me it's like $250 pays for a family, um, like for a hotel. They get hotel at a discounted rate because they work with different hotels. And so it basically pays for a hotel stay and their food. And they also provide children in the hospitals, like, you know, like toys and stuff to keep them busy while they're in the hospital. So that was really cool. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear from them when they get that donation. The second one is Paul Tastic Friends. Two of my really good friends run that. And what they do is very different. They do work with animal rescues, but they don't actually take in animals. What they do is so sometimes rescues will find themselves with a dog that for some reason is just not very highly adoptable because they're too excitable. They might have some aggression. They might just have no manners. Or there could be other reasons, but it makes them unadoptable. So what they do is they take these dogs from the rescues and they bring them in. They have this really nice facility that has like a pool inside and like obstacle courses and so forth. And they have a professional trainer there. And this trainer works with these dogs to make them highly adoptable. So you know, you get a lot of like, let's say, you know, everyone's afraid of pit bulls and everyone has their own, you know, opinions on pit bulls. Okay. But pit bulls are very commonly known for aggression. So if you get a pit bull that has some kind of aggression, it's already a strike against them. They might be a great dog and just went through something traumatic and they just need to like heal. But because they're already a pit bull, they're labeled as such. And then they have this little aggression. So no one's going to want to really work with them. So they're overlooked and they're not being adopted. So this organization takes in the dog, works with them for as long as it takes, gets them to the point where they are trained and they're beautiful animals and they're really there to serve you as like the best dog. All they want to do is please you and honor you. And then these dogs get adopted right away because, I mean, who wouldn't want a well-trained dog like that? So that's what they do. They also work with like animals that like maybe have some kind of like muscle issue. So they take them into the pool and get them, to work some muscles so that they can walk better. They just do a bunch of different things. They really help, and they work with any rescue that reaches out to them asking for help. So I think they're pretty amazing. It's a very unique type of nonprofit, and I'm really, really super close with the owners, and I love them very much. They're friends. I've known them before they even had Paul Tactic friends. I knew them, so they're great.
Can you tell us? I know that VAD was saying something about talking to some of the nonprofits and how they said that they didn't get funding while they were
Yes.
with her. Can you speak on that too?
Well, first I don't know if she's here or not, but she did get the response from Andy from Ava's Adventures, and she is absolutely 100% right. They did not have a very good experience. Right shortly after the Good Stuff Thrift Store shut down, I actually met with him for coffee, and he had told me a lot of information of what had happened. And at the time, he was really angry and he wanted something to be done. But I mean, it's been like 3 years. And I think now at this point, he's probably just like, that's why he said he's done with it. Because it's way in the past and he's, just wants to move forward. Um, but yes, he had a miserable, miserable experience. And I could go into detail about that if that's something you guys want to do later. But it was a great conversation with him. And he definitely got screwed over by what they did. I'll tell you this briefly. This is one of the main things that the nonprofits were upset with. And I spoke to all of them. So what had happened is when the Good Stuff Thrift Store was shutting down, she notified them and gave them only 2 weeks. Now, remember what I said before about nonprofits, they're stretched thin. They don't have a lot of volunteers and so forth. So I think she gave them like 2 weeks notice and said, we're shutting down. If you want your stuff, you can come in, but you have to find all your stuff yourself on the floor. I can't help you with that. So what that would have meant is they would have to look at every single item on the tag because they had a special code on the tag that, separated the different rescues. So they would have to go through because they didn't know exactly everything being donated, because sometimes it wasn't donated by them. It was donated by their followers or their supporters. So they would have to go through everything themselves and pull off everything from the shelves and then take it. Well, they didn't have enough time to do that. It was only 2 weeks. So what ended up happening is all of them said, we can't do that. So just go ahead and keep the stuff. Also, another main reason why is she only gave them 2 weeks and all this stuff. Where were they going to put it? So she didn't give them any opportunity to find a spot if they could find a spot for all this stuff. So they basically just said, go ahead and keep the stuff. So reluctantly keep the stuff, I should say. So so what ended up happening is Danny, I think you guys remember what Val was saying when she came out and she was hired to sell a bunch of plush for
Uh-huh.
Danny, and she was doing it in the Good Stuff thrift store while it was being closed. Well, she said, and I wasn't there during this, but I know for a fact, because I'll tell you why later. But Val said that she cherry picked everything, took all the good stuff, and then packed up all the bad stuff. Well, not everything was bad, I should say. She just cherry picked the things that were valuable. And then, other things, that maybe could get you money, but it's not in her wheelhouse to sell. She packed it up, put it in a U-Haul, rented a storage facility, and put all of it in a storage facility, and then went down to Dog Junkies and said, I rented this out for 30 days. You can have all of it as long as you take everything out by the end of the 30 days, because I'm not going to pay another month rent on it. Well, when I talked to Diana from Dog Junkies about this situation, she told me that, it was a lot of stuff. And there was some nice pieces in there, but most of it was junk.
Of course, who took the nice stuff?
Yeah, she did.
Of course she
Of
did.
course.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
Because she was entitled to it. She deserved it. It was hers. She did all this work, and it should have gone to her.
Right.
Not. But
Well,
that's what she.
and then I heard, and I don't know this for a fact, but then I heard that she was on her videos telling everybody, oh, I donated all that stuff to Dog Junkies. And everyone was like, oh, wow, that's so nice. And it was literally shit that she donated. And I'm just like, I mean, I know everyone says you should just be grateful for the donations you get. However, if you get donated things that you have to dispose of, it costs money to dispose of these things, and therefore hurting the rescue or hurting the nonprofit. So I don't agree with that. If you're going to donate something that is of value to somebody. And it's not, I mean, like all the time. I mean, that's what I did. I ran Dog Junkies. So I would get in a big box of donations, and, there might be one piece that's, not usable, but the rest is great. I'll take that one piece, no problem,
Mm-hmm.
because it negates all the other ones, right? But if I got a box of something that someone left out in their, storage unit for 5 years, and it's not usable and crusted and, whatever, and I have to throw all of it away, then that costs us money to throw that stuff away, especially if it's like something that we can't throw away in the dumpster and we have to actually pay. But what you guys might be going, well, if you throw it away in the dumpster, it's not costing any money. But think, it's taking my time to throw that stuff away to go through it when I could be going through better stuff. So, anyways, it's a lot to take in, but I know people who thrift understand that kind of that concept. Everything you do costs money, everything you do. So anyway, so that's how that went.
So she actually expected, number one, the nonprofits who had brought in items through their charities to the store to
Mhm.
have their people who are just fostering people all through and have very little time to do anything else but take
Right.
care of pets to come in, go through her entire store where all their items were all over in different places and get them without her helping one iota to get their stuff back.
Right. And remember, these tags, they're just little sticker tags with a barcode on them. So it's like, you it's not the easiest thing to read. So, she was asking a whole lot from them, and she knew what the answer was going to be. I'm just going to put it out there. She knew that they would be
Exactly.
like, "Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. For fuck's sake, I'm
Exactly.
not doing that." Um, and that's exactly what all the rescues said. They were like, or all the nonprofits are like, First of all, we have no time to do that." And then, what blows my mind though is she had an opportunity to, if she was closing the store, she had an opportunity to, she knew well in advance. Okay. This all, didn't come all at once. She knew she was closing the store. She had an opportunity to do like 25% off store closing, 35, 45, whatever, however. And she chose not to do that. I think she had one closing sale when it was really close to her closing the door. But, when you're closing a store, typically when you're closing a store, you start, at least a month by discounting the store so that more things are sold. So that would have helped out the nonprofits, if she sold more of their stuff and was actively doing that. But because Danny was so stingy and wanted the full amount of the money, she waited until like a couple weeks prior and then did one like sale and, probably didn't advertise it very well, probably just put it on a Facebook page, and that was it.
I just want
So,
to stop you for 1 second.
uh-huh.
Country Creek, Jerry, thank you so much for gifting the memberships, 10 memberships in the channel. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Okay.
What's a membership? Maybe I'll talk to you about that later when we're
Okay.
off. I don't know about a lot of this YouTube
Well,
stuff.
a membership is just a small amount that people sign up for per month, like $1.99 or something like that. And they get a little perk here
Oh,
and there, something like that. So that's
oh,
all.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm just like not really, I don't know a lot of this YouTube stuff. Although
Well,
I did.
what the memberships do for the channel is this: it helps to pay for the streaming that we have. It helps to pay for Chelsea in the background. It helps to pay stuff like that. So when people gift those, it just helps the channel continue with the work that we do. So we thank you for that. So
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
one thing I wanted to say too is for That Is Rad, she had made a video and I was just laughing so hard because she had said something like, people are always saying, get a real job, or, how you're not making money, or you're not making any money. What are you making? $7 on a video? And I had to
Mhm.
laugh so hard because I know exactly how much you can make doing YouTube videos. And people are just so misinformed about it. I
Mhm.
mean, really, truly are. There's so many things, like she said, that goes into how much you make, for a YouTube video.
Yeah,
Um,
if I want to jump in and say one thing. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for
right.
coming in. But about making money, my first month I made $8, but then it took off it's crazy. But
Well,
sorry
because
for
it takes
interrupting, but I just
time.
wanted to throw my 2 cents in.
Yeah. It takes time to build up a channel, but once you hit I don't know, what is That Is Rad has over 47,000 followers or something like that. So, when you get to that status, Dave, yeah, you're probably going to be making some pretty decent money.
We hope so. Hope to keep
Yeah,
this growing, and I'm donating the money, so it's not like we're keeping it.
right, right. I mean,
Who is Sherry Squirrel? Cheryl's shiny squirrel said they let dog junkies come and take whatever they wanted when we moved from Vegas to Nebraska. We let so many things that couldn't fit in the truck. We felt better knowing some things were going towards good. Is that just a regular viewer? I guess. Sounds like it. Thank you for that.
so she's saying that she donated to Dog Junkies. Oh, thank
Right.
you. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really awesome. They, really honestly, even though I can't stand that Christina that runs Dog Junkies, A Home for Spot Animal Rescue does amazing work in Las Vegas. So you donating to a Home for Spot or to Dog Junkies, their thrift store, you're doing a good deed for these animals.
Right. I appreciate Del Norte Deb sent some memberships too. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's see, what else was I gonna ask about? I don't remember now. Is there
Was it
you wanted to
the
talk
mat?
about something else. Yeah, that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to talk about something else
Yes,
besides
you wanted to talk about Jordan, which is absolutely a-okay. You have my blessing.
Well, like I told you guys in the past, like me and Jordan had, we have a pretty good relationship when it comes to talking to each other. I mean, we're not like friends or anything, but like we respect each other and we talk on the phone like adults do. I talked to her shortly after, was it the last video or the video before? I can't remember that you made, JDA. Well, the one where you yelled at her. I talked to
Yeah,
her.
that was with when Picker Road was with us. I think that was two videos
yeah,
ago.
that was true.
Okay,
It was a week ago.
Everything's starting to blend.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Danny's an asshole. Danny's an asshole. It's just like the common
It's the
theme.
same thing over and over again. Yeah. So I had talked to Jordan on the phone and we had a really good conversation. Basically, what she was just saying to me was that, she knows, trust me, guys, she knows that her mom is not perfect and that her mom is doing some not so nice things. Um, but her worry was like she was specifically telling me that if she were to be shopping with her mom in a Goodwill thrift store down where she lives and someone recognized her from, the bad videos that Danny's done and the things that is being said on this channel, would she and her baby be in danger? She was worried about that, which is a very legitimate reason, okay? But the same thing I'm gonna tell you guys, and I only told this to, I think, JDA, just people that I've talked to, okay? When I left, um, the Good Stuff thrift store, someone emailed me, and it was like, user 3568920, whatever it was, at gmail.com. So, like, really, you could tell a really fake email. And basically all they did was they typed my name, my husband's name, my 2 kids' names, all my animals' names, my mother's name, my address, and my social security number, and then told me to shut my effing mouth. So basically what they were doing was telling me that they know all this information about me and that, so I took it as, are you going to hurt my mother? Are you going to hurt my kids? Are you going to hurt my animals? And then what, you have my social security number. So are you going to try and like open up cards or what are you threatening?
Who
She,
had your social security number?
Danny did,
Okay. Go on.
because I was on a payroll app
Right.
called Gusto, and that's how she paid me. And it had my address. It had my social security number.
Mhm.
Danny had been to my house many, many times. She met my mom because my mom was also volunteering with her. She knew all my animals because, in fact, I would bring in my animals when we were setting up the Good Stuff thrift store. I would bring in my animals sometimes to spend the day with me. So they weren't home because I was gone 12 to 14 hours a day. So, so she knew all my animals. She knew my kids because, we talked about the kids stuff, quite a bit together. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she did it or she had someone else do it. But it definitely sourced from her. There's no other person in my circle that would have been able to get that information. No one.
And had you turned that into the authorities? like the FBI, that would be thoroughly investigated because it's over the internet. So it would be an internet crime also
Yeah.
for threats across the internet. It's a very serious crime. And whoever threatened you, I'm going to tell you, you better watch your back. Better
Yeah.
watch your back because
Yeah.
you keep playing these games, Niche, you're going to end up somewhere else where you will not see your family for a long, long time. Because this is
Yeah.
I assure you that's coming.
that's
Dima, I assure you
horrible.
that's coming.
Horrible.
I assure you that is coming.
So I can.
I'm right now, I'm actually reading comments off Jordan's video, and you can tell they're all of like those weird
Numbers
screen
at the
names.
end, yeah.
Yeah. Danny, have you been typing away or what?
Shout out Sherry, $50. Dogs don't lie. They give unconditional without expectations.
Thank you
$50.
for that.
And I'm gonna
I don't know,
$9.99.
Rebecca. I don't know if you've noticed. We've had a lot of super chats and donations for the
No.
I can't remember their name, but for the nonprofit for
I
this
can't-
month.
I
So
can't
hopefully
see.
we'll beat last month's total.
I can't see anything. So all I see is a pumpkin and an angel and a black screen. So that's all I see. But
Well, I'm gonna make a request. If you're a Niche Lady viewer and you've learned who she is now, come here and donate to the nonprofits that she screwed. Don't spend your money with her. Donate to the nonprofits that you screwed. Are going to make sure they get the money, and your money that you like to spend will go to a good place, right?
Yeah.
And
The-
stop watching and unsubscribe, because the only way she's going to change is if she gets hit where it hurts her.
Well, just like that, as Rad says, it doesn't matter. Like, she loves posting those videos of people like negatively commenting. She makes money off of that. And, you know, it's same with the Niche. She makes money off of, even if you're not subscribed, even if you don't like or comment, but you just simply watch the video, you just gave her money. So, you know, I don't watch her videos because I don't want her to have any a penny from me anymore. She took way too much from me. I'm not letting her, you know, get anything more from me. So I don't even watch. I let people tell me like what she says if it's about me, but she's pretty careful about not talking about me. But anyways, getting back on the Jordan thing. So when I talked to her on the phone, you know, she basically was telling me that two wrongs don't make a right, like what she said in her video just recently. But, you know, and at the time when she said that, it made sense in my mind. Yeah, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. But here's the big difference. Her mom is a repeat offender over and over and over again. She does not learn her lesson. She continued to victimizes people. And once she has gotten what she wants out of you, you're gone. And then she moves on to the next person. Every relationship that she has ever had has always ended up against her. I mean, her shipping manager, Matt, she was horrible to the shipping manager, Matt. I mean, she treated him so poorly. Worse than me, worse than Carrie. You guys thought that she treated Carrie bad? You would be disgusted if you saw how she treated this guy named Matt, who was the sweetest, gentlest kid I have ever met. And all he wanted to do was just work and make some money and, you know, make his life better. He was helping out his family. It was really, really a sad situation. Her handyman, who I'm actually friends with, like, we became really close because we were with each other every day as we were fixing up the Good Stuff thrift store. She treated him so poorly, and he actually fired her. She says in the videos that she fired him. It was the other way around. He told her, "I will no longer work for you because you treat me so poorly." And like, they would agree on a payment, and she would like pay him less then. And he would say, you still owe me money. And she'd be like, well, no. And she would always have like some excuse, like, well, you didn't do it the way I wanted, or, I think you overcharged me, or, she always had some way. And he would be like, nope, you're paying me or I'm taking you to court. So she always ended up paying him the full amount because she didn't want to get taken to court. But I mean, all her landlords, I mean, I knew her having problems with two of her landlords that I met, the house before the Scorpion house and the Scorpion house. That ended up in fact, the Scorpion house people, they basically just wanted her to get out. So they were like, do whatever you have to do. They like gave her stuff like, here, don't worry about paying this. Just get the hell out of my house. And then like every nonprofit, and I don't think any of the other nonprofits are going to get back to Bad as Rad. They kind of on the similar grounds as Avery's Avengers. Yeah. They're just done. They got some money while I was working there. I know that for sure. I was told by every single one of them that when I left, the amount that they got like almost went in half. So I don't know why it dropped off that much. But they only got half. And I used to provide them. So when I would pay them, I would print out everything that sold, and it would show exactly how much we got for an item and how much they got for an item. And then it would total it down at the bottom. And so we did it monthly. And so depending on how many things they sold, it could be a pretty thick printout, but most of the time it was between, 5 and 15 pages because it's kind of small. And they brought in some pretty good money while I was there. When I left, they never got the reports anymore. They just got a check, nothing supporting it whatsoever.
I want to read some comments from Retro Glass. She put something in here. She said, so Jordan got a comment on her video saying that this lady's money was taken when she donated to the Niche Foundation, and I thanked her for proving my point. Jordan removed her comment. And then she goes on. Here is what the lady said. I understand you are protecting your mother. I would defend my mother too under most circumstances. But when she took my money for a donation to help other women and then refused to refund it when it was discovered there was never a Niche Foundation, I was kind and asked for my money back, and she ignored me. If my mom acted in such a way, I would be humiliated. I encourage her to refund the money. Neither you or your mom ever accept any responsibility for wrongdoing and blame others.
True.
Yep.
100%.
And the other thing is by law, she should return every dime that was donated to the foundation. Correct. And if she doesn't, they will take it from her. And believe me, when the IRS wants to take something, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They take it. Ask Willie Nelson about his guitar. Was it taken? Sure was.
So I told you guys about the FBI. Did I tell you about how they reached out to me yet?
No,
yeah, I know you told me personally, but I don't think you told on the panel.
You did. You told the panel. You talked about you got a phone call.
Yes. So here's the thing. Like, I know the FBI works very slow. I get that. But I mean, it's like snail pace. I personally do not think that whatever I told them was enough to get them to look into her. But I also believe in the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Mm-hmm. So if someone has donated to the Niche Foundation, don't even bother trying to contact Danny. Go straight to the FBI and say, I donated to a charity that never existed, and they took my money, and when I wanted it back, they would not give it back. Like, go to the FBI. You can go on the website and fill out a claim. So, do that. Like, it might take, 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm guessing to fill out something like that. I've never done anything like that before, but you know, I would, if I had donated, I would for sure. I've already given the FBI every bit of information. I sent them emails of everything that I knew, and they did nothing. So I'm not as optimistic as you guys. I know you guys were telling me, "Oh yeah, we're going to make sure." But I mean, maybe with, you guys, and then That Is Rad and whoever else, like, maybe it will make a difference. But you have to understand how disheartened I am about it. I really thought when they called me, I was like, finally, she is going to, these people are going to get justice, and I was so excited. And then when nothing happened, I was thoroughly disappointed.
I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
I feel bad, but I think you have a point there. I think the numbers means a lot. So the more that are reporting gets them to say, maybe I need to do something. I'm hoping with, everything I've submitted, and well, there's like two sides of my coin, is where you have this side where she did fraud, which I can't do anything about besides report, but there's a side with what she did to me, which is the civil side. And I'm hoping with doing the civil side will help this side catch up to where the civil side's going to be.
Rebecca,
It has to.
can you name the charity that you got in touch with about the kitty, in case somebody feels bad about the kitty? You can donate to that charity on your own. So,
Well, they never took the kitty in, so there's no
no,
kitty
I
to
know, but
donate
they
to.
still have kitties, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, they do all kinds. It's Hearts Alive Village, and they do farm animals, dogs, cats, guinea pigs, rabbits. They have a cat, a coffee place that you can go and have coffee and hang out with cats. What's that called?
A cat,
A
cat
cat
cafe.
cafe.
Cat
Yeah.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have them here in New Jersey. We have cat cafes all over. Well, not
Yeah.
all over, but we have them.
Yeah, so it's Hearts Alive Village. They also, I think I told you guys the last time, they're the same rescue that just opened up a investigation unit for animal abuse. So, they have a veterinarian that basically is like a coroner for animals and tells you exactly how they died, and if it was abuse case or kind of like what you see, on crime shows.
Right. So here's the other thing. If you donated to the Niche Foundation and you didn't see your money go where it was supposed to go, you have every right to follow through with what you did.
100%.
You have every right to follow through with that, and that's on you. We're
Yeah.
not telling anyone to do it, but if you feel that you should, that's on you. And like I said earlier, when the 501c3 did not go through, all those donations should have been returned to the people who donated them. That's what's supposed to happen if the 501c3 doesn't work. So if you didn't get a refund, you have every right to follow through. So
One thing I wanted to talk to about the FBI thing is, like, I had a couple people ask me, was it you too, Mima or JD? I can't remember. One of you guys and someone else also said, well, how do you know it was the FBI that contacted you? Well,
someone
first
in
of all,
chat too.
oh, someone in chat did too? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm glad. Okay. I don't see it. I'm just telling you. Well, first of all, when the phone rang, it actually came across as the Federal Bureau of Investigation on my phone. Second of all, when he gave me the email address, it was a .gov. I mean, you can't
Can't mess
can't
those two
fake
things up.
a .gov, guys. So yes, he was real. It was the FBI. He did ask me some very uncomfortable questions, and which I mean, if I was being honest, I have to be honest. Even the things that I knew about that I
Mhm.
looked the other way, and I think I told you guys about that.
Right.
So, I was honest and I told him everything because, you know, my background is criminal justice. I graduated criminal justice. So I don't want that to be jeopardized in any way whatsoever. So yes, he was real. Yes, he was an FBI agent. Yes, he maybe could probably in the conversation maybe sounded like he could be doing better things than reporting on her. But he told me that every call that they get, they have to follow up with. And
Mhm.
so whoever sent him the complaint that gave him my name and number, he had to follow up with me.
Sorry, that's Bing just saying hi. He wants a chip from me right now. He's okay. He's just a very spoiled little chihuahua.
If I could just interrupt for 1 second, I did see a message in chat asking about the Whatnot investigation. The last piece I got from them was they requested the same information again that I already sent them. So I sent it, and they haven't sent anything back yet. So I'll still keep annoying the crap out of them until they do something. And remember,
Yeah.
if you want to send a complaint to Whatnot regarding what the niche lady is doing on Whatnot, feel free to send an email to Trust and Safety, because I feel it's the same thing. It's more with the numbers. The more people that complain, the
Mhm.
quicker they work. Right now, they're working on some other craziness with, I don't know. There's a lot of craziness over there. I guess that's why she fits in so well there.
Yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
The
Oh,
one
no,
thing I
I'm
want
done.
to tell you about the Whatnot stuff, like, or even when she did her, live sales on YouTube, if someone had contacted us and said, whatever they got was broken or, whatever, we would have to go to her and ask her what she wanted us to respond with, like if she would give a discount or blah, blah, blah. She would always say, "Oh, just put that off. Let's wait. Maybe they won't email us back."
She's unreal.
What did Vad say earlier? Because I didn't get to read her exact comment. But what did she exactly say?
Something about pictures with, Chelsea's here.
She said that she's definitely not backing down now because somebody's sending her photographs that they have taken of her children. And she was dropping the F-bomb. She's pissed. Like, hell no, she ain't backing down now. You just done pissed off a grizzly bear that's on cocaine, like steroids. Like, that is pissed.
Oh,
Is she here still? Is that here?
She was here at the beginning, so I'm assuming she had to step away from mom duty. So hopefully we're able to reach out to her.
She has 5 kids. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it is 11 o'clock Eastern right now. So
Right.
Yeah, because I know she did say, she goes, you go on so late. I said, well, I have to go on late because, like, my thing, I had to get my dad or Mr. Mom Dad duties out of the way. I could do this.
So I'll just say this to Jordan. Is it okay that Vad gets pictures of her own children sent to her and threatening to her?
Oh, exactly,
Exactly.
Jordan. Exactly. There you
Exactly.
go.
Okay, Jordan? Right?
Let me tell you, if she thinks that her mom wouldn't stoop that low to do something, she really needs to wake up. Jordan, wake the fuck up. I mean, it's like,
Danny has stooped that low on my end. She has stooped that low.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she made me lose a job. I had a job that I was going for after I had left the Good Stuff thrift store, and she basically called the company and told
Blackball.
lies. Yep.
Mhm.
So I lost a really amazing job. I would have worked for a nonprofit that was absolutely doing some major work in Las Vegas, and I was going to help them set up a thrift store since because I was really known around Las Vegas as knowing how to do it. And I was going to help them. And I was so, so excited. And they just like stopped calling me for some reason. And then I found out later through a friend of mine that she basically called
Kibosh
and
it.
yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
just, I mean,
So,
it's just pure evil.
yep.
Pure evil. You know who I would love to hear from? Her, because I know it's a company that I think owns her home. Does she pay her? Does she pay her rent now, or does she complain about
Oh,
everything?
so I know a little bit of information. And again, this is, I think, kind of gossipy because I don't know 100% sure,
Oh,
but
we
this is
like
what
we.
I was
It's
told.
okay because it's all alleged, of course.
It's
Spill
all
some
alleged.
tea. Everybody lift up your cup. We got some tea.
Yes, yes, I do
Cheers.
have some tea. So the house that she owns now, that's like, I guess, in her name, one of her viewers, and I was told this by someone who was very close to her at the time. Um, and anyways, one of her viewers bought the house on her credit, and Danny was supposed to pay her rent or something on the mortgage or rent to own or whatever. But Danny is like not really the owner of her house. Now, the secondary house that she supposedly rents out, where she illegally
Is
sells
that
stuff from the
up?
house, that is in an HOA where, you're not allowed in Las Vegas with HOAs to run businesses, unless it's approved by the HOA. And I'm pretty sure the HOA would have said no to that.
I have no clue this is even going on there.
No, no. And so it's basically her, where she stores everything and then does her little videos. So she
Probably a
rents that
fire.
house. What?
I said it's probably a fire hazard.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard
You
she
saw the kitchen. She stores all the clothes in the
Yeah,
kitchen cabinets
didn't
that
you
she
say
sells. They're
that the
stacked in the
clothes,
cabinets.
the clothes are in the kitchen cabinets? Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
yes.
There's no pots and pans and dishes. It's clothing.
I want to
She
read a
loves.
comment from Sherry. She
Mhm.
says, I directly halted a rescue for stolen funds. I did it from Georgia and it was in Arizona. I have done rescue for 28 years now, and I'm a director or board member on multiple nonprofits. It isn't easy. And then she says, you need to contact the county state attorney first, the prosecutor first. You need to make police report, which you can do over the phone from long distance.
Mhm.
See if she said any more. I don't think so. Oh, wait. Has anyone looked up if she filed a 990-N for 2023 or 2024 for this foundation, or is it a lie? I don't think there's
I'm
any.
sure anything about the Niche Foundation is a
Oh,
absolute lie.
and of course,
Nothing.
BW, of course, I knew would have the answer. Sherry, she was never approved as a 501c3, so no 9900 was needed to be filed.
Oy vey.
Oy vey,
Oy
oy vey. And she
Yeah.
said, how does the HOA know of her animal? Oh, does the HOA know of her animal hoarding? Someone give me her address and I'll do
BW wants me to tell a story
Wait.
about the fire extinguisher.
Wait.
But when you're done, Mima.
Wait. Sherry says, does the HOA know of her animal hoarding? Just someone give me your address and I'll do a welfare check on them. She's had many welfare checks done on her for the animals. And I don't think the house she's paying off is in an HOA, but I'm not sure. Do you know, Rebecca?
I don't think so, because I think it was out kind of where the Scorpion house was, and out there was kind of like, not tract homes. So, but she lives in that same area. I was always so deathly afraid that I was going to run into her because she frequented the same stores that I did. And I was like, oh God. Well, I don't have to worry about that anymore because now that I'm in Kentucky, I don't have to worry.
Right. Oh my goodness.
But no, she,
Hey, you ready for this story?
yeah,
You ready for this story? This is regarding the rental house where she runs her, whatever she calls that shit show of a company she has.
yeah. The Midtown.
Obviously, the landlord thinks she lives there.
Mhm.
So it was coming to time for an inspection, I guess, from the fire department or someone, and he wanted to come and check and change the fire extinguishers. So she went ballistic because he was asked to come there.
Ooh.
So she's like, I'll take care of it. I'll do it. So she ran out, bought the fire extinguishers, sent them the receipt, sent them the pictures, and then returned them.
She returned them?
Yes, for the money back.
Sounds right. Sounds
That's-
right.
That's about for her. She is unreal. She is the cheapest SOB ever. I mean, all you have to do is look at her Google reviews. I think she writes negative reviews to get coupons from all the fast food restaurants.
Oh my God. Well,
Because one of the companies I worked for, that's what we did. If someone called to complain, we sent them like a $25 gift card.
well, I do know that I do have the address to that place somewhere. Someone
So do I. I have both of them.
sent it to me. So
All you gotta do is Google it. Her name's all over
Well,
the place.
okay,
And her address. It's so easy. Just Google her name.
JDA, if you
Say
have
her name, address, and boop, it pops up.
JDA, if you have the
Both of them.
addresses, all you have to do is go to the Nevada Assessor's Office, type in the
Right
address, and then it will pull up who owns it.
What office is it? I have to go
The
to
assessors.
assessor.
Yeah,
And
Assessor of Nevada.
I'll find it and I'll text it to you.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that because I
they-
think it's time for another phone call.
they should. The owner of that house should know what she's done about those fire extinguishers. That's horrible. That's his property. She's renting it. He's allowing her to rent his house, and she's
I mean, I've seen
that house
I've
can
seen,
go up in flames.
FaceTime videos with her there,
Oh my,
and it is like one match, and that house is poof.
yeah, it's a fire
Gone.
hazard. So yeah, okay.
All that plastic and cardboard is gonna go poof in smoke.
Sherry, you can message JDA on Instagram, right?
Yes, Instagram is fine, or you could text me. Chelsea, you can put my number. Chelsea, the 1978 phone number. You could text. Don't call my cell phone. I won't answer on call numbers I don't know. You could text me there. If you're trying to get information to us for to come on panel, or if you want to say hi,
Hi.
but nothing creepy.
Wow. Well, I don't think Vad's coming on. I think she just wanted to state what was happening with her. So I don't think she's coming on personally. I don't.
Mhm.
I thought she was. She wanted the thing, but
She sounded heated. I know I'm gonna have to go back. I want to see
I
the
can't
messages because I didn't
imagine-
see them all. I just saw one.
I can't imagine not being heated in her situation. So I understand her not wanting to come on because every other word would out of her mouth besides fuck would be something else that we probably couldn't show because
Yeah, but you know what? You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna suggest since that occurred. Maybe if we need to do a little like follow up tomorrow night, we can, even if it's just for like an hour.
after our sale.
Yeah, after our sale.
Speaking of two other things, I was sent something when we were talking about her brother and the sexual assault on her daughter. And I just wanted
Makes
to
me sick.
show this because, and Chelsea should have it done by now. It's been a while. I wanted to show this because this was sent to another YouTuber reseller who you probably all know from Pennsylvania. But it was sent to her by the niche who she just had this casual relationship with. But she sent her this like it was some kind of badge.
Here you go.
And it's what it is it's arresting information on her brother when he was arrested and what he was arrested for. And she's sending this out to other people like, I don't know, like it was hers or something, you know? Like
What?
like
This is so bizarre.
it's the inmate in custody status of her brother. And she sent it to her. And it's like, what?
She sent that to our friend in Pennsylvania? Oh, I lost connection.
Everything, like she's proud of this. She has this. I mean, I would.
This makes no sense.
If I had a brother, this my child number one.
Mima, your connection is going a little haywire at the moment. Let me mute you. Can you come out or go out and come back in?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're waiting for Mima to come back. Why would you send that to people?
Okay.
Why?
Am I better or no?
That's so
Nope,
embarrassing. I would
Okay,
be like,
okay.
oh my God. Oh, did she hop in and hop
Yeah,
back out?
the
Did she
audio
get
was
boots
bad.
back out? Okay. It happens. That's why it's called live stream.
Yeah. Well, maybe while she's gone, I'll finish up on the whole Jordan thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then I'll go because it is getting late for me too. But so
Yeah, I can see my eyes starting to droop.
I know. So when I had that nice phone conversation with Jordan, you know, she told me about like what she was worried about, and I thought, you know, I could understand that because, and I think you could too, JDA, because you're worried about the same thing. We all are.
Absolutely. Mhm.
But what she's not understanding is we're not the ones victimizing people. She's
Correct.
the one that's victimizing people. And every time I would ask her, like I would ask Jordan, like, well, you know, why would your mom do X, Y, and Z? And she would be like, well, I don't know. Or maybe that's your perception. And every time someone says that's your perception, that's gaslighting someone.
I agree with you.
And that pisses me off because basically what she's saying is you're in your head, you're thinking of it wrong. You're wrong. So that's your perception of it. The right way is this way. And so, you know, if I know Jordan's probably going to watch this or is watching, and I mean, I'm just so disappointed because we had a really good conversation and then you put this video out today. Was it today? I guess it was today or yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was today.
Okay.
I was just told about it and then given clips of it because I'm not going to give her the time of day.
Yeah.
I just read the comments because I wanted to laugh.
Well, I watched it all because, like I said, I had a good relationship with Jordan.
Yeah.
And I wanted,
And you said you had a good conversation with
Yeah.
her that time you and I spoke recently with
Yep.
Mima.
And she was
You said it was
talking,
productive and everything.
yeah, and she was talking covertly about people that I love and care for. I know exactly who you were talking about, Jordan. And, you know, it just boils me like that really, really pissed me off. Like that really put a fire in my ass because I'm normally really, you know, easygoing and calm and collected, but that really upset me. And here's why. She did some horrible, horrible things to people that I love and care about, and never once has she apologized. And also, whatever happened to you telling me that you were going to put a Zoom call together so that she could apologize to me? That never happened. You know, she victimized me horribly, but who cares about me? What she did to Carrie, what she did to Sunny, what she did to Mikey, to Courtney, to Picker Road. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on and on, to Matt, to all the people that I care about. And yet Jordan wants to sit there and talk about, you know, oh, well, you know, there's people out there that will take your hateful comments and then do hateful actions. But your mom's doing the hateful actions. Your mom did the hateful actions already to us. And because we want to come out and talk about it because she hurt us so bad and she did some horrible things to us, all of a sudden now we're the problem. You know what? I'm sorry, Jordan, but fuck off. I am sorry. No more will I ever talk to you again. We are finished. I was supporting you. Ask everybody. I supported you
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
defended
You
your
were.
ass.
You were.
I will no longer do that. You really, really pissed me off, and I'm done. I am done.
Well said. I just want to say, but when to Jordan, I'm telling you, when Rebecca was talking to me after she spoke to you, and I was going at Rebecca,
Mhm.
saying that nice things, she made me stop and listen. She
Yep.
defended you, sir, on certain things. You are just as evil as your mama.
Yeah.
That apple didn't fall far.
Yep. Yep. I mean, she could have called me up and said, "Hey, you know, uh and talk to me." But yet she chose to put out this video where she specifically is talking about Carrie in there and about some other of the other, the boys. And I don't know. I just, everyone else probably is not going to understand who she's talking about, but I certainly did. So you basically are victimizing yet again people that your mom victimized. So you're basically saying that what they went through is nothing. Nothing.
Hmm.
And it's bullshit. She needs the only thing that I have ever said, and I know you guys have said this too. The only thing that we want is for the niche lady to take accountability. But I told you guys why. Remember what I told you about why that's never going to happen? She's never going to be accountable. She's never going to
Yeah.
tell the truth, because if she told the truth and came clean, it would be the end of the niche lady, period. She would lose all her followers. She would lose her income. She's not losing her income to no one. She will scratch and claw her way out of this hole as many times as she can so that she's not losing any money. She does not care about her viewers. Trust me, guys. I'm telling you, she does not like you. She uses you to buy her shit. She convinces you that if it has a crack or a chip, it's still valuable. Now, some things maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but 95 maybe, or maybe even 99% of the things that have a crack and a chip are not valuable anymore.
Ready for the scrapyard.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, I'm just so my heart is actually broken because I really, really felt that Jordan's head was in the right place. But,
You did, and you said that.
I
You
did.
said that. You said to give her a chance.
I did. And I went
Yep.
against everything that you guys were saying, because you guys were like, nope,
Yep.
Rebecca, nope, she's
Yep.
this way. And I was just like, you guys don't know her like I do. But,
Yep. You're right.
and it's true. You
And
guys,
I listened to you, and we negotiated our way through it.
yes, you did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just so disappointed because I really was hoping, um, what I was really hoping is that, we all understand that, people out there are, some people take negative comments or things that we say really to heart, and they're kind of kooky. And I mean, in this world we live in, there's people that have guns and knives and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's just really scary out there. And I just was like, no one deserves to be stalked. Even, I don't know
Yes.
who filmed the niche lady the other day, but whoever did that, you're so weird.
Yeah, I thought that was bizarre.
Yeah, stop. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you oh yeah, it doesn't help our cause. That's for damn sure. It
No.
makes it worse.
If anything, it hurts it.
Yes. So
Stalk
stop.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so stop threatening the niche lady if anyone is. Stop threatening them. Who cares? Do what Dave says. call on her,
Yep.
call the FBI, call, or, really, like what you said, the whatnot,
report. Yep.
the whatnot thing, because
Yep.
that's how she makes most of her money now, right? Because she doesn't sell on YouTube anymore.
No, nope.
So,
And we did have an observer in her whatnot show today, and it didn't go so well.
oh, really?
Yep.
Well,
She sold, I think they said 2 or 3 items at like a $20 mark, and everything else was $4. But she's
oh,
getting
well,
what she deserves. She's getting what she deserves. End
yeah,
of story. End of
people are
story.
waking up.
Yep.
People are
If
waking
she
up.
doesn't end up with the cuffs on her hands, let's take away like the income. This income be taken away. She has no right to be anywhere near a nonprofit, a thrift store, anywhere collecting money from people. She can go be
Mhm.
an entertainer in the circus.
Right, right. Yeah,
All she
she's,
has to do is grow a beard, and we could call her the bearded lady, and boom, she'll be good.
yeah, I mean, reselling is a real job,
Mhm.
I mean, I know people sometimes don't think of it, but it is a real job.
Yeah.
And people make some good money reselling. Danny, doesn't deserve to be making money off of people, in my
No.
opinion. She
Agreed.
needs
I agree.
she needs a job where she's, pushing some freaking pencils or something like that.
Yep. Paper pusher.
Um, yep, yeah, she does. And, because she's lived this really cush life since I known her, I mean, just throwing down money left and right. And the amount of money I know, she put in approximately, I want to say anywhere between 25 and maybe $30,000 in fixing up the thrift store before it opened. And that included all kinds of stuff like paint and shelving and lights and, the
So
POS
she had
system,
an
all that.
intention for this being like a long haul, then, not
Oh yeah.
1 year and done.
No, no, no. It was supposed to be in fact, so like the whole thing is um we were going to actually open up another store because she knew I was moving. I I told her right away that once my husband retires, we're moving to the Midwest. Like that's where I want, or the Mid South, I guess I'm considered. Um, and so she was like, okay, so she was like, let's get this going and get this run. And then we will open up one where you live so that you can still run it. And so she was talking about opening up several.
Like a franchise?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's delusional.
Yeah. The thing is she would have made a lot of money if she had listened to me. She didn't. She chose to think. So, when I worked at Dog Junkies, I created a Facebook page. I think I told you guys this. There
Yes.
was like, maybe, I don't know, at the time, I think my 800 to 1,000 followers. And now it's like down to 600 because I left and,
Mhm.
some people left. But anyways, and they were all local. Like, not all, like, but I would say at least 95% was local people. And I told her that they look forward when I did my videos at Dog Junkies. I never showed my face. I only just walked around the store and showed people what was coming in, how much the price was. I would get calls. People would call and say, "Hey, can I buy that over the phone?" I would be making, sales left and right. And I told her that, I need to continue to do this. She did not want me to do that because she wanted all the attention to go to her on her YouTube channel. She did not want any attention going off of her. So what ended up happening is my group kind of people started leaving because I was no longer doing any lives or showing anything. And so eventually, and then people just stopped coming in because, you have to entice people to come in. Yes, people will thrift and come in, but if they don't see the merchandise changing often, you won't see them come in often. My goal, and anyone that really knows me from Dog Junkies knows that most of my local people came in anywhere between 2 to 3 to 4 times a week. into my store buying things because I would constantly videotape what was for sale and show people the new stuff coming in. I was very, very, very engaging because my one concern was raising as much money as I can for Home for Spot Animal Rescue. So I told Danny when we had this talk and she hired me as her manager, I said that I wanted to continue doing this. He
Hmm.
did not let me do this. And therefore, because she thought that all her, fans or, whoever, whoever watched her videos they would just fly in by all, dozens of people would come in per week or per day or
Yeah,
whatever
I'd hate
and
to
come
hate
in.
to tell her she's not the crazy lamp lady. So that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I'm sure
I
that
will
some fans went to shop
some
there.
did.
Sure.
Some did. Yes. I would say like maybe, once or twice a week someone would come in that was a fan of hers in the beginning and then it slowly kind of drifted off. But also they were there to see Carrie, Mikey, Sunny, like, sometimes they just wanted to see Sunny or just wanted to see Carrie. I mean, Carrie was loved very much by the viewers. They loved when she was on the videos, and you can tell because every time she goes on Mikey's and Sunny's, it's like they get extra comments too because people just love Carrie because she's so infectious and loving. Just like Sunny and Mikey, they're very outgoing. They're funny. I'm telling you guys, you don't see it on the video, but Mikey is one of the funniest guys I have ever met. He literally is so funny
But
in
literally,
person.
to like what the crazy lamp lady said in her video, you don't. I mean, I'm not a big YouTuber or anything like that, and I know I explained what happened to me. A lot of people think because you see me here on YouTube, you see Rebecca here on YouTube. If you see us in real life, we don't know who you are. So I know I'm standoffish. Like if someone comes, well, usually someone calls me JDA, and as soon as I hear that, I'm like, all right, I know who. I kind of figured out where they're coming from, but it can be a little off-putting at times with someone just
Yeah.
approaching you, alarming, and you'll get it too, I'm sure. Now that they see your face.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got maybe like one person, I think, once that came in for the Good Stuff Thrift Store, and they're like, "Oh my God, are you Rebecca?" And I was like, and I didn't know exactly what they meant by that. So I was
Uh-uh.
like, "Oh yeah?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Rebecca. Did you need something?" Like, I'm
And
thinking like I'm getting
the one thing
no,
that
I
I found
I
like
thought
was
I
like,
was I thought I was getting served papers. My
oh,
God.
I'm still waiting to be served, but I guess that's never coming. But that's okay. Um, the one thing that like kind of it was I don't know if it was two podcasts ago where an individual said that they thought of us, like me, you, and all like everyone involved as like characters in a soap opera. I was like, I'm not a character. I was like, I'm a real person with feelings. I'm not a fake soap opera character. But you know
Yeah.
what? I've started to understand. I'm when that first was said to me, I was fired up and fired back. But now that I've gotten to think about it, I understand why she said that and why she sees us as these fictitious like characters in a soap opera, but it's still bizarre as hell that someone would think of us like that.
Yeah, and I will tell you, so like, Mikey is really super funny, and I mean, like, literally, he comes out with some comments, and it was like, I just had to tell you this story. Around Christmas time, we were getting a lot of people would come in and give us gifts, like food and fudge and cookies and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. So it was like every day that Mikey and Sunny would come in, they would come in the back right away because they knew the goodies were there. And they're like, "Well, what do we have today?" And they would be, eating it and crumbs would be falling and we'd be laughing and just having, I'm telling you, like them two together, I I would like cry laughing constantly. They are the funniest human beings ever. And then Carrie, she just floats. She literally honestly, in real life, she literally floats around like a mermaid.
You
I'm not
remind
kidding
me
you.
of like I was gonna say a social butterfly, but a floating mermaid.
I'm
And she
telling you,
wants to spread love and kindness and caring.
every day, every day, like every day, this lady wants to make someone's day better every
I mean,
day.
I remember the first time I spoke to her, she's like, tons of love to you. It was from day one. I've never spoke to her a day in my life. She didn't know who the hell I was, but it was
Yeah.
tons of love she was giving to me. And
Yeah.
I mean, you can just feel it. You can just feel the truth behind the words she says.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a true person there, not like the niche bitch. She is phonier than phony, because as soon as that camera goes off, the bitchiness is back on.
You saw that, right? Like she would be like right before, let me see, let me do my best impression of her. So she'd be like, hang on. I don't even know if I can do this, guys. But she would be like, got me laughing. I'm not going to be able to do it.
I was turning my camera off. Okay, so she would be like, oh God, I gotta do this goddamn live. Oh, I'm just so irritated, but I gotta make the goddamn money. Hi guys, it's the niche lady. 100% the God's honest truth.
And then she would end it and go, oh my God, I didn't make as much money as I thought. Someone got something for $2 that was worth 30.
That's so true. I remember the first time I ever went live with her. She's like, Chelsea, is the monetization on? All right, let's go. And then, hi, it's the niche lady introducing our new seller here on the Niche Shopping Network. She's such a phony piece of shit. She's so phony.
I know. And it took me off guard because I am like who you see. I mean, like I'm no different as I'm talking to you guys. Like I would be the same way in real life with anyone. So like to see someone change like that. I mean, I had never watched her on videos. So I saw her on the backside, like her actually filming. Like I never watched her through YouTube. So I'm sitting in her office. I was helping her with a sale on her YouTube. And she was doing that crazy acting. And I just was like, and then when she got over, I was like, kind of like, how do I act now? Like, I didn't know, like, what do I say to her? Like, good acting or good performing?
It's just so phony. It's so, I was so taken back how she could just flip that switch. I mean, I need to like get myself in a like ready to be live and like, okay, like, bring myself back to, be calm, cool, and collected. But she could just be, it's weird. I don't know how else to describe it. She's a nasty bitch until the switch goes on. I mean, I don't know what else. I just don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, I guess what really hurts me too is that her viewers are so intensely, they love her so intensely, and they care about her so very much. And the fact of the matter is, she doesn't care about these people, and it hurts me because in their mind they're thinking, oh, she really likes me. Oh my God, she commented after my comment. Oh, she gave me a heart. Oh, she must really like me. And she's only doing it to make money.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, and it's just I feel for these people because I know some of them are probably very lonely, and they're older, and so they might be without their mate, or I don't know.
Our friend just let's see, so bad. I think. Oh,
just a second. Back house stuff. Mima, no, you're not muted, but we have no audio from you. Because you're not muted, so maybe come out and she's going out and back in. I was like, Mima's being awfully quiet.
Yeah, but there was a comment I wanted to read real quick, but now it was regarding Jordan and the niche lady, but it flies down too fast.
Can you hear me now?
Mima's back!
Oh my God, I'm saying stuff and nobody's listening to me. Oh my goodness. Well,
You're
someone had a
back.
question for you way back when. I've been trying to ask you, Rebecca.
Oh,
No,
sorry. I can't see the comment.
no, I know you
Yeah,
can't
you
see
got
it, but
back
I'm like,
audio.
Rebecca, I have a question. What?
You got back audio feed?
No, I still do?
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave and come back. But look for the question in the chat and read to Rebecca.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
help me, Chelsea.
Help me, help
I can't see.
me.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna see. It's
Okay,
weird
well,
because
here's a
I have
question.
it on. All right.
Well, it's not really a question, but Angela is saying, remember when somebody slapped her in the face at a store? Did that really happen? And she took Carrie and Jordan the next day. That was before I started involvement with
Someone slapped her. I don't remember anyone
I
slapping
remember
her.
a video, but I didn't
I think
watch
it was
it back then.
clickbait.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she did that a lot.
Okay, Rebecca, do you think she made the dog junkies think they could change outrageous prices because their prices since she has come in have increased? Why does dog junkies let her do lives there?
Okay, to my acknowledgement, I don't think she's done any live at Dog Junkies for a very, very, very long time. I think they stopped doing that.
I
I
think
mean,
it's been a month. I think she did one like a little over a month ago.
okay. So I don't know why. I mean, well, I can tell you why, because Christina is her best friend. Diana, who owns a Home for Spot and obviously Dog Junkies, she's really in the dog side of it, and she doesn't really go to the store anymore. She does make an appearance once in a while, like if she has to drop off some donations or something, but she pretty much has backed out because her hands are super busy with like training dogs at the prison and things like that. But Christina and Danny have become very, very close friends. And I want to say that they did get permission or licensing or permits or whatever to do that at Dog Junkies, or they figured out a way around it or somehow. I don't remember, but I remember being told that it's what they're doing now is legal. Um, but as far as the prices go, so the prices actually went up when I left. I very much like to move product super, super fast because we got so many donations. And if you go on Dog Junkies Facebook page, you will see that pretty much every every other third post or something like that, they're saying no more donations. We can't take any more. Well, that's because they're not selling a lot because they're overpriced. They're pricing things, they're not moving product. Therefore, it's sitting on the shelf and it's, costing rent. Everything that's on that, on the shelf costs rent and you're paying and Dog Junkies is paying for it. So, um, Diana is at fault for that 100%. Again, she's my friend, but I gotta tell you, like, she never really liked the fact that I sold things like super cheap at the thrift store. My thought process was we get it for free because it's donated. So any kind of money that we get is more money than we wouldn't have had before. Now, yes, there were certain things that, we would get in that was valuable. And how I would price things is I would look up on eBay to see what it was sold for, not what it was listed for. There's a difference. So, you go to eBay, you look up the item, and then you go into the what is it? The sort by or whatever, those menus, and then you scroll down and you hit sold and then you search, and then it tells you how much it sold, when the date sold. That's super important too, and how many is actually sold or how many that is listed, because all this makes sense to resellers, probably not to you guys, but unless you are a reseller. So my thought process was this: I would look for the most recent date that it was sold. So let's just say it sold for $40 on eBay. I would put it in my store for $20. And I would think, okay, if it didn't sell half off of what it last sold for eBay, then hopefully, well, that if it didn't sell for the $20 that I had for half off on eBay, because I first would want to sell to people who'd actually use it. But then what ended up happening is I noticed that the people that were coming in that were buying from themselves wasn't the ones that wasn't the ones that came in a lot. The ones that came in a lot were the resellers. And then I started looking at like my customers and who I sold to, and I realized real quickly that maybe even more, but at least a good 30% of my sales came from resellers that would come in. So what I did was then I offered resellers 15% off if they spent over $50 or more. So then they would come in because they knew that I'm discounting it on eBay at least half, and then they would spend at least 50, because every time they came in it was like $200, $300. And then they would get that 15% off. Then they would also wait, because I did every first Saturday, I think it was, or was it the last Saturday of the month? I can't remember. I would do 50% off store wide. And so they would come in. Now they didn't get the 15% too on top of that on that day, but they would get 50% off. So that really enticed them to come in. But when I left, Diana ex-nayed that. No more discounts to resellers. And she would look up things on eBay according to what they're listed at. And then she would take off like $10 or something off of it. And she's thinking, well, that's still a good deal because they don't have to pay for shipping, she would say. And it's still, $10 less than eBay. But she didn't understand it the way I grew to understand it. Does that answer the question?
It does to me. I think Ma's audio is still having issues. And JDA, are you still with us, JDA? Yo, JDA, what's going on? Rebecca, I think it's just me and you. I think they're here, but they're not here.
Yeah. Well, is there any more questions that you see, or?
Let's see this comment. Rebecca, you were right to price the way you did and keep inventory moving. They should listen to you. I stopped even looking for anything there. I love the charity, but can't afford it now. So
well, you know what's so funny is, do you remember, Chelsea, that there was that, when the Reddit first started, before I even knew about Reddit, I never even knew what Reddit was, but there was some of the people probably here that are in chat, basically, when they saw, they were already going against the niche lady. This is when I was actually actively working for Danny. And they had made comments about how stupid I was, and how there was no way that I could run a thrift store. And it just blew my mind because, I know they all apologized for it, and I greatly appreciate it. But it blew my mind because I was like, well, they really didn't do much research because the first year that Dog Junkies was open in a freaking warehouse with no heat, no air conditioning, no shelving, just things with boxes strewn all over the place, I made $80,000 for this rescue. The second year, I made $120,000. And then after that, I think the very last year that I was working there, it was over 170. So if I didn't know what the hell I was doing, I would have never made that charity that much money.
Yeah. Can you hear me better now?
Yay, Mima!
It sounds good. With no feedback.
We lost JDA.
Well, JDA is probably sleeping. We will call him and see if he wakes up. I see him here, but maybe he went potty too. Yeah. Tonight we need to fall back unless you're in Arizona. So set your clocks back. And what else should we talk about?
Somebody wants to know what Niche Lady did to Matt. I know she did treat him like crap, and I know during the wonderful estate sale that Picker Road was helping and stuff, super chats were sent to Matt because of all this extra shipping he was going to have to do. And they were tips for Matt. I know he didn't get those super chats.
Oh no, she would never do that to Matt. So what she would do to Matt is she would with the way she would talk to him, she would talk to him like he was an idiot, or like a very young child, like a toddler. And she would oh God, like she would send me these horrible messages. I think I sent you. Didn't I send you, Chelsea, or someone? How she was like saying something about Matt.
I'll have to go back and look, probably.
Yeah, but anyways, she would just like like make fun of him, just talked like really bad behind his back. She just did horrible. She did not treat him well, and he was like a lovely kid. He had a very small car, and she would like make him go pick up packages.
Oh,
And it was like,
I lost the sound.
oh, there's JDA.
You're back, JDA. You got some back audio. Oh, you got back audio.
Now we lost everyone again.
Yeah, we're bringing him back. We're bringing him back. Fireball! Oh! Let's get him back out. JDA, your audio. What's going on? Look, thank you guys for hanging out with us as long as you have. We have came close to 500 viewers at one point. So that's pretty epic. Let me unmute JDA, see if it's any better. No, he's not snoring. Oh. We got some back audio going on, JDA. Go all the way out and back in, if you would. JDA. Mima!
Oh my God, that's like musical chairs in here.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, JDA. Your audio very bad, JDA. I have to mute you or it's like white noise.
Am I bad again or am I okay?
You're
Oh,
good.
you sound
Mama.
good.
Okay, good.
You're good. Let me try JDA.
I had to call him and tell him this. JDA, if you're listening, close out the whole entire stream, get rid of the whole thing, like delete it and then start all over again.
Okay.
And that's what I had to do. I had to close all the browsers and then come back. So yeah. But I had to call him in between. That's why I got fuzzy again. So JDA, close your browser, get rid of the whole browser, and then come back in, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. It's a long.
Yeah, it's long anyway. And we're going to try to close it out anyway because I'm tired. I know everybody's tired. But
We need to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to put the little ticker tape up.
oh, tomorrow we are doing a sale, me and Mr. JDA on his channel. We're going to do glass. It's not going to be super long. It's just going to be a few things, maybe 6-10 each, something like that.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Why we're here? Why don't we close it out?
Yeah, we are. We're just talking
what-
about the sale tomorrow.
All right, so tomorrow you said 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we're gonna do, if Chelsea can, we'll do another quick podcast to bring everyone up to speed on what information we find out from then to tomorrow, from now until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
are you okay with that, Chelsea?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to bring us out.
Wait. She was
wait.
gonna, wait. She was gonna show some.
Show us pretty.
Oh, I thought we were done because I couldn't
No,
hear
I
the last
look
5
at
minutes,
this.
10 minutes.
Viking.
Ooh.
Sneak peek, sneak peek, sneak peek.
They see.
Mm.
And they're
Bittersweet.
orange. They're both orange.
Bittersweet.
All I'm
Oh,
saying
and
is
this
you
one
guys
has
find
goodies.
bulldog.
This one has goodies inside.
You know, if you find a bulldog, it's mine, right? An antique bulldog. English bulldog. English
I
bulldog.
love English bulldogs. Oh, I had one growing up.
Yeah. So
No,
if you ever come across that, you keep it for me.
Absolutely. I love
died.
it. Oh, did we lose Mima?
no,
Oh,
I'm
look.
here. I'm here.
My eyes are starting to get crossed. It's like a. Now we did lose her, I think.
Help me, help me, help me. I'm here. No, I don't know what's going on.
All right, well, I'm going to hurry up and take us out then. Rebecca, thank you so much for joining
Yeah.
us. For
Thank you, everyone.
For myself, Mima, and Chelsea, thank you for joining us this evening.
Yeah.
As I always say, if you come across anyone that has having any mental issues, I know this is a trigger warning, and they're talking about ending, unaliving themselves. Help them out. Dial 988. They will help you. I know they helped me and my family. We only go around this world once. Make it count. Always say please and thank you. And with that, good night from me, Chelsea, Rebecca, and myself. We'll see you all soon. Good night, everybody.
Love ya. Bye, guys.